What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And the president, as of this morning, just terminated all trade negotiations with Canada. Like, just straight up said, nah, we're good. What does that mean for Stellantis and the Charger and the Chrysler Pacifica? We're going to talk about that right after this.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent.
So welcome on back to TK's Garage. We kind of seen this coming, even when, Canada's head of state, prime minister, the new prime minister came in and had conversations with the president. They were friendly. They were still kind of like taking subtle jabs at each other. So to see this now, I'm just shocked. So effective immediately, the president has announced, and he posted this over on Truth Social, and it's all over X. All trade negotiations with Canada have been suspended. They're not doing it. He's going to set the tariff at probably a higher mark than what was previously thought, as a punitive measure towards Canada for not trying to negotiate evidently in good faith. So what does this mean? Well, we reported, 2 months ago, that they would be moving that Charger and that minivan out of Windsor Assembly. And I can tell you this right now, if the president sets a higher tariff rate, let's say it's 35% or 40% on cars that are coming from Canada into the U.S., and that is a real possibility, the auto industry in Canada is dead. In terms of manufacturing American stuff and sending it back across the bridge, not going to happen. And for geographical reasons, if you don't know where Windsor is, it's literally directly across the water from Detroit. It's separated by a mile. Like, it's right there, all right? So stuff goes back and forth across that international bridge multiple times before a vehicle is finished, all right? But to see this now, I know it's going to be an instant challenge for Antonio Filosa to get it right. And what I mean by that is he's going to have to figure out how in short order they move those products to the U.S. And I can tell you one place right now that needs it, and that's Warren Assembly. And Warren Assembly could 100% handle the minivan portion in terms of the Chrysler Pacifica. And you probably could send the Dodge Charger Daytona EV to SHAP, to Sterling Heights. Not like Sterling Heights doesn't already have enough as it is. But being that they're not going to do the Ram REV right now, or the Ram Charger has been pushed back, to 2026, 2027. I think because they both are on that same platform, I don't know it wouldn't have to be a ton of retooling, but they could tool up for that probably fairly quickly to be able to do the Charger EVs and the Hurricane versions of the Charger right there at Sterling Heights Assembly, and move the Chrysler minivan to Warren to give them a shift. Because here's the thing, that Chrysler Pacifica is going to sell better than that Wagoneer. Just saying. It's going to sell better than that Wagoneer. There's too many issues with the Wagoneer. I mean, and they're well-documented issues, and it's all comes back to that Hurricane engine and that architecture. But, and not saying that the Pacifica plug-in hybrid doesn't have a ton of issues or doesn't catch on fire or doesn't have all those problems, but just a regular Chrysler Pacifica sells pretty good. And it would bring back all of those laid off employees at Warren Assembly, and would be a big injection into the economy there in Detroit. It'd be huge. So we'll see what happens with that. The suspension of all trade, though, trade negotiations with Canada, for the president to call that off means, you know, either the prime minister in Canada was playing chicken and the president has now told them FAFO. And it's crazy because they are, you know, a strategic partner for us. We protect them huge militarily, right? They have their own Air Force, yes, they have their own military, they have their own Navy. But let's just keep it real. If somebody came to try to invade Canada, whether it was Russia or somebody else, we would be the ones that would be going up there to beat that ass. Let's just keep it 100. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about the president suspending all negotiations for trade with Canada? And how high do you think the tariff gets on automotive coming across the border? Now, before you say, oh, this is bad for Stellantis, Stellantis can work out a deal with the president. They've already done that with Mexico in terms of moving their trucks. They have a set amount of time to move that 2,500 and that 3,500 to America. After that set amount of time, they get punitive tariffs. It's like a FU, you didn't get it done. Now, instead of you paying this, you're going to pay this. And they could work that same deal out with the president in terms of Canada. So Windsor would still operate right now while they tool up at other facilities. I just wonder if the Canadian version of the union that's up there wouldn't just say, F it, if you're going to take our jobs, we're not doing nothing to try to hurt the company. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're interested in our Tesla Model S giveaway, it is still going on. We are coming to the end of the month here in June, and you don't want to miss it. You can get in very easily by going to tksgarage.com or picking up any of the merch below this video, or going to tksgarage.com. Every dollar counts as one entry unless you see something that says 10x entries next to it. So there's that. Thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate the support. I'm looking forward to the new path forward with us here at TK's Garage and some of the investment and other stuff that we've had. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And stay petty, my friends.